What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are going through the new legendary bounty that we have got for this week with this week's weekly update. This week's weekly update did actually come a day earlier. Normally we get on Tuesday, but for this week we did go and get that on Monday. This is only going to be a one-time thing, or I assume this is only going to be a one-time thing. That's realistically only because PC version did come out yesterday, and that is what Rockstar ended up prioritizing. So they didn't want to do too many things all in one day with dropping PC and then later on also dropping the update. So they brought that update a day early, dropped the update, and then pushed forward the PC release the following day. But that is not too much of a problem because the weekly update is still pretty much the same thing. It's still what we usually get with the legendary bounties, the bonuses, all the new stuff that has been added for this week. And for this week with the legendary bounty, you have to go and bring down Etta Doyle. It says here, in a past life, Etta Doyle trafficked in Vice, working as a procuress for ladies of the night. She went by a different name back then to Madame Lapel, but Lapel and her gang of discouraged women have since reinvented themselves as bandits, robbing stagecoaches and trains with a particular fancy for stealing from Leviticus Cornwall. If you do not know who Leviticus Cornwall is, he plays a massive part in the Red Dead Redemption 2 story. Cornwall has grown weary of his freight being targeted and has hatched a plan to ensnare Doyle. By spreading rumors of high value goods traveling by rain through Saint Denis, the goods of course are fake, and Cornwall means to spring an ambush, wishing to distance himself and his company from the dirty work. Cornwall requires the assistance of qualified and experienced bounty hunters, and that of course is where you come in. You are the experienced bounty hunter. As always, to get into this legendary bounty, all you have to do is go over to a bounty board, and there you will find this legendary bounty of Etta Doyle. It doesn't matter which bounty board you go to, every single bounty board within Red Dead Online will take you to the location where you need to go, so you can go all the way over to Tumbleweed, accept this legendary bounty, and the game will take you over to Saint Denis where it will play the cutscene. The real challenge with this legendary bounty is that there is 5 different cursors on the map which can possibly be Etta Doyle. The thing is though, you are only supposed to get Etta Doyle. It doesn't matter about the other members of the gang, you only need to get one specific person. And with this bounty, unfortunately, if you use your eagle eye, she doesn't glow red. Instead, it just doesn't say anything. Everyone ends up being grey. You have to go through each and every one of these bounties until you come across Etta Doyle. What makes this even harder as well is that from the very beginning, the first time ever playing through this bounty, you must get Etta Doyle alive. You cannot kill her and bring her in. She must come in alive, and that's for every time you play after that. As always, I always say with these legendary bounties, you can play through them quite a few different times, but every time you play through it, the next time you play through it, it becomes a bit harder to do. With this one, it's already fairly challenging at the beginning because you must bring her in alive and you cannot kill her. One thing that I did find very annoying with this bounty is that when it was my first time playing through, unfortunately I picked the wrong person that I thought was Etta Doyle. So that meant it then alerted the other 4 members of the gang and they ended up running off. Now, unlike a normal bounty that you can get from the bounty board, if someone runs off and gets a certain distance, unfortunately the mission has just failed and you have to go back to the bounty board and find someone else to collect. With this, if you alert them, unfortunately they all go in their separate directions and it's your job to just pick one. All you have to do is pick one. There's not much you can do. As soon as you chase after them, catch up with them, you lasso them, and as soon as you lasso them, that is when it'll tell you if it's Etta Doyle or if it isn't. What's annoying is that if it isn't Etta Doyle, that means you have to run to the completely other side just to go and find another one of these women, lasso them, see if it's Etta Doyle, and then just keep on going through this cycle over and over again up until it's Etta Doyle. The easiest thing to do is not alert them and try getting it right the first time. Take your time, do not rush to ambush, and just make sure you're getting the right person first time. But anyway guys, that is this week's legendary bounty, and I'm actually very surprised with this one. This one is a very fun one to do. With everything that's going on this week with the Red Dead Redemption 2 PC, I really thought they were going to prioritize that and just realistically push that and give us something very bland, very easy to do. But that is not the case. This isn't my favorite one to do, but this is definitely up there within the top 3, maybe even top 4 so far. But anyway guys, leave it in the comments down below of what you guys think with this legendary bounty. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.